Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want it. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Throwing on second and long. Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Watch the run. Hey, we're good.
A first down throw for Cousins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Hey, I want to go load it.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. Working out of the gun, Rivers. This will be caught just inside the 10. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. The Broncos had 15 4th down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Royce Freeman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. On 2nd down now, it's Cook. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
40's mark, 40's the mark.
Check it back, check it back.
Following the interception here, Rivers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Check, he's coming. Load it.
Throwing again, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Under 10. 10. 0. Hey.
Rivers. High throw, but he makes the catch. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. And McManus able to put it through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're
down.
You
don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cook. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Now a man who punted for the Broncos for 6 years, Britton Colquitt, on to kick it away as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28. Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, That doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase.
In this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Let's go, D. It's gonna be It's gonna be a long day.
Hey, check mine. Left.
3 bucks.
Hey. Hard behind.
Rivers now to throw on first down. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. That thrown good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Load it.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
Alpha. Start.
Throwing Rivers. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Hey, two. Line 54. Let's get it loaded.
Line 54.
On third down, Rivers. Over the middle, he's got Deshaun Hamilton. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36.
12.
54.
Charge.
It's just me and you. It's just me and
Hey.
Right there. 54. Right there. 50.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Sanders has it over the middle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Play fake. Rivers. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part, he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Freeman. On the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This is fielded at the goal line. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 3rd down, Rivers. This is Johnson. He's got it. A gain of 39 that time.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers completing it to the right side. Johnson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Marcus Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Cousins now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Cousins, and that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, it's Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's get this.
80 hot.
This is Freeman. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Black 11.
He was blocked by Emerson.
Light.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
A carry here for the big tight end. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw, Rivers. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Check, 43. Gotta do better.
Following the interception, Cousins towards the end zone for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw it is Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Well, these turnovers are a big, big problem, and a huge part of why they're behind on the scoreboard, too. That's now a fumble and interception on back-to-back drives, and you just can't expect to do that and be successful in the NFL or any league for that matter.
Check Mike 54. Mike, red Delta. Here we go. Undercrush. Behind.
Now Riddick. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 30.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Mike 54.
They go back to Riddick. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
They go play action. Rivers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size,